Hey, how are you? Craft time. Hi. Hi, 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 hi. It's always an exciting time. Here's a whole bunch of dies, but I'm up to something. So I'm going to put these aside for the moment. Somewhere safe, which isn't really safe. So tonight is scatterbrain mode, but I'm going to do a little bit of organizing. Probably wondering, like, what am I doing? It's a good plan. All right. So this here is a notebook from a local source. And I've been slowly putting on here the paper pumpkin stamps. So that way, when I'm looking for a stamp set, I can look through here and pick one. So I think it's a really cool idea. And it'll also show the bonus one. So tonight's quest is literally doing a little bit of this. And that's about it, really. So I've just been only using Tuxedo Black ink. Nothing fancy. Just enough to get going with the idea. Tonight's plan, probably about, 10 minutes or so. Because I think I want to go watch a movie. Yeah. So, based on that, the newest stamp set, I don't have in here, Time for Cake. I also have the dies here too, but whatever. So, so I always, if I know the name, where it's from, I try to write down. Paper Pumpkin. This was August 2024. Time for cake. Is that what I usually write? Yep, pretty much. And then we have a bonus stamp set to go with it. So, again, I don't put on the back side because the ink bleeds through. That's the only, or else I would. 2024 time for cake bonus. There we go. You can see these ones really bled through. And that's just the plan. It's a neat way of that way when I'm looking for something, I don't have to look through a whole box. I could just look through a nice little notebook to try to guide me on what is it am I looking for. So I like to do the phrases first. And I like to put the phrase on the block as much as close to the right hand because when I flip over, it'll be the left. So that's kind of the quest. Let me bring in a little more lighting. Oh, I can see my ceiling for some reason. A little more lighting. And like I said, just the Tuxedo Memento Black ink. Nothing fancy. It's a little inky in the center. I learned that recently. Get a little more ink than that. Might need a refill, but I'll have to work it through. And then there we go. Make a wish. I'm also just bring the, we'll do one at a time. I'm a little scattered, but that's okay. It's been a long day. How about you? Good, bad? I don't know. Had a stressful day. Took a leap of faith. I think it helped. Time shall tell. But yeah, this is such a great way to see. Like, there are sheets that now come with the stamps, but I just like this notebook idea. So I went and grabbed a couple more notebooks to continue the plan. Because I also have a whole bunch of dies in that, and embossing folders that I need to, like, make a database. That way, when I'm looking for something, I can find something. Because otherwise, I don't know what I'm looking for. Like, I'm all about timeless when it comes to the stamping materials. I'm not big on, well, it has to be current. No. Like, to me, I think there's times where that's appropriate. But for what I do, I like to use whatever comes up that I think is going to work well. And in a lot of cases, and sometimes, it's the paper pumpkin stamps. Like, I think these work a little well. A little too well. I don't mind if it's a little smudged. It's just enough. So I got all the phrases. Now we gotta get all the pictures. So let's do the big candle. Doesn't matter if it's a little crooked, because I'll just go over there. Get some generous ink on there. There we go. One candle. Second candle coming up. Try to put them somewhat side by side. Then there's the third candle, which is my favorite one. Used a lot of that one recently. There we go. Cutesy cutesy. Then the little star. And the two balloons. And I could technically use the next bit for the numbers, but I'm going to use the other sheet. We'll see. Maybe I'll use both areas. There we go. Okay, so that one is done. Now we gotta do the alternates. Like, technically it would all fit on there, but I also like the idea of showing it's a different set. Alright. And this is the first time I'm using these stamps, honestly. So we got one. Because it also provides me notes too, if I need to add anything to these lists. Two. Here comes three. I don't care if it's crooked on the sheet. As long as it's on there. Okay, there's four. Here comes five. Here comes six. Or nine, depending on your perspective. Because when I first opened the stamps, I'm like, I'm missing a number. No, just flip it around. And seven. Eight. And then the zero And some of the other stuff's on here. We have, I think, ST. And then ND. Smudged it a little. Let's redo it. There we go. I always take a pen and just mark that out if I need to, because sometimes I make a mistake. And then we have RD. And then lastly the TH for the little letters. Then we've got that nice banner piece to get to in a sec. And then just give that a nice little rub. Might not come out very well, but at least it'll kind of come out. Try to give it a bunch of ink. There, it's got lots of ink now. Boom! Oh, that looks really nice, that one. Alright, well there we go. That's tonight's project is, just, you know what, little organizational. Trying to get organized. Well, I'm calling it a night. Thank you. Have fun. Thanks for watching. Feel free to enjoy crafting and do what you love to do, because that's what's all important. Bye for now.